So the Cincinnati Bengals defeat the Baltimore Ravens 24-17. There was a big play that cost Baltimore in this game, so I'm going to go to that and then talk about how the game went. So the score is 17-17, and Baltimore was playing them tough. They're playing Cincinnati tough the whole game, the whole way. And I'm pretty sure a lot of people expected Cincinnati to come out and just break their foots off in Baltimore's ass. So the Baltimore Ravens drive down the field at the start of the fourth quarter. They get into the red zone. They're at the 1 yard line. Tyler Huntley tries to QB sneak it, and Logan Wilson is waiting for him. He's at the right position at the right time. Knocks the ball out of Huntley's hands. Sam Hubbard recovers it, runs for 98 yards for a touchdown, and it was like, damn. You could just feel the momentum and the energy kind of leave Baltimore's side. Something about that play, what's his name? Mark Andrews. He's running down the field. He has a chance to catch Sam Hubbard. And number 35, their running back, is not even trying to catch Sam Hubbard. Like, Mark Andrews outruns him. So he's putting the effort to try and stop him and give Baltimore's defense a chance to come back on the field and possibly hold Cincinnati to a field goal, because I thought they had been playing pretty good all night. But that doesn't happen, and I just thought it was a lack of effort on his part. What is his name anyway? Let me find his name. It was probably Gus Edwards. That's his name, Gus Edwards. Yeah, so he showed no effort in trying to bring down Sam Hubbard. It's like you have a chance of upsetting a Super Bowl pick. I'm pretty sure a lot of people picked the Bengals to get back to the Super Bowl and win it this time. And you're not even trying to catch Sam Hubbard. So that bothered me. If I'm a Ravens fan, I'm like, dog, are you serious? But the Ravens defense steps up multiple times by keeping Joe Burrow in that offense out of the end zone and in field goal range. So they kept it 24-17 throughout the entire fourth quarter, constantly giving them a chance to do something and to make something happen. But Cincinnati's defense, they also made plays as well. After that back-breaking turnover, Tyler Huntley gets sacked by Mike Hilton, which puts them in a tough situation, and they're not able to recover from it. But going towards the end of the game, the Ravens once again drive down the field, give themselves a chance to tie the game up and send it into overtime, which, let's be honest, that wasn't going to happen. They were going to do something stupid and try and go for it rather than kick the extra point and go into overtime and give themselves a chance to win the game and to pull off an upset. On 2nd and 10, the Ravens get called for a penalty for offensive holding on Kevin Zeitier for 10 yards. So that puts them at 2nd and 20, and the Bengals basically play a prevent defense and protect the goal line. Tyler throws up a mini Hail Mary. One of the Ravens receivers has a chance to come down with it. They don't, and they lose the game. So a heartbreaker for Baltimore. In this game, both teams didn't really do a whole lot. There wasn't a whole lot of big explosive plays. And if you watch the Ravens offense over the years, Tyler Huntley and Lamar Jackson are basically the same players. There is no explosiveness to that offense. Hardly any explosive dynamic plays to the Ravens. It's geared towards running. Both quarterbacks and the Ravens offense, I've said this for years, the only difference is that I've never had a platform to say it on. The Ravens offense are at their best when they are running the football. And in this game, they ran the ball 35 times total and at 150 yards rushing. Cincinnati, on the other hand, didn't really do a whole lot as well. They really attacked the flat in the passing game. And we know Cincinnati is pretty aggressive and they like to take chances. They're constantly having Joe Burrow in the shotgun, 4 wide, 5 wide formations. But both teams really didn't do a whole lot of trying to get the ball down the field and take chances, even though the Baltimore Ravens had a few big plays here and there in the second half. They kind of turned it on. Tyler Huntley had a big touchdown pass. It was a 41-yard touchdown pass to Demarcus Robinson. Yeah, if Baltimore were to look back at this game, I'd say they had multiple opportunities to put the Bengals in some tight situations. At one point, they drove down the field and had a chance to go up 14-9, but instead they threw the ball 3 times, and I thought they should have played to their strengths. They ran these plays where Tyler Huntley and the offense shifts to the right, and the receivers shifting to the right as well, all incomplete passes, when I thought that they should have ran the ball and put the ball in J.K. Dobbins' hands. I want the ball in J.K. Dobbins' hands in that situation. And then obviously the fumble that happened, which would have given them the lead if they had cashed in that situation. So Tyler Huntley, 17 for 29, 226 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 INT. He was sacked 2 times. I thought he played well, given what Tyler Huntley is. You know, he's not really going to hurt you with his arm too much. He's not really a true pocket passing quarterback. He's basically Lamar Jackson 2.0. But, I thought he made the plays that were necessary to give them a chance. So I will say that about Huntley. J.K. Dobbins, 13 rushing attempts, 62 yards total. He was targeted 5 times, had 4 receptions, 43 yards, and had 1 touchdown. I thought he was good. Gus Edwards, the guy who showed little effort to break down Sam Hubbard. 12 attempts, 39 yards. He was targeted once, had 1 reception, 13 yards, whatever. Mark Andrews, targeted 10 times, 5 receptions, 73 yards, and everyone else pretty much had a quiet night, except for, Demarcus Robinson, even though he was targeted 3 times, had 2 receptions, he had 49 yards receiving, but most of that was the 41-yard bomb that was dialed up for him, and he had a touchdown. I thought the Ravens defense played well. They did a very good job of getting to Joe Burrow and making him uncomfortable. Justin Houston, man, I really like this guy. It seems like he doesn't age. He's constantly playing at a high level. Some people might say, well, he's on steroids or something. I don't know. I don't know that. He's probably on some magic pill. It's a magic performance enhancer. He had a sack, 2 pressures, 1 combined tackle. I thought Baltimore's defense played well. Cincinnati, Joe Burrow, 23 for 32, 209 yards, 1 touchdown. He was okay. Like I said, the Bengals really didn't do a whole lot offensively. They really attacked the flat for the most part. Another lackluster playoff performance for Joe Burrow. Another blah performance. Joe Mixon, he wasn't really an afterthought, even though he only had 11 rushing attempts for 39 yards. He was targeted 4 times for 3 receptions. Whenever he had the opportunity to make plays, I thought he cashed in on them. Jamar Chase targeted 12 times, 9 receptions, 84 yards, 1 touchdown. Hayden Hurst, it looked like he had a touchdown, but his knee was down before he crossed the plane. I miss Hayden Hurst. I wish he still was in Atlanta. 6 targets, 4 receptions, 45 yards. T. Higgins only had 6 targets, 4 receptions, and I believe he had a 2-point conversion catch. This was a tight game all the way through. Not a whole lot to talk about. Like I said, both offenses didn't really do a whole lot of trying to make some plays and to generate. I'm just going to leave it at that. So we'll see what happens in the offseason with Lamar Jackson. That's going to be a topic. That's definitely going to be a topic of discussion, and we're going to see if the Bengals can get back to the Super Bowl. So, even though I picked the Bills to make it to the Super Bowl. Please like and subscribe. That is it. I am out.